Well, good morning, Jagender Rana here. Why weddings and buses are new now crime scenes in Punjab? Why weddings and buses are now crime scenes in Punjab? As gangland shootouts and police encounters unfold with chilling regularity, experts blame a culture of machismo and an absence of jobs for creating problems that's further compounded by the Pakistan factor. These scenes seem straight out of some outlaw film, but are actually part of a string of episodes that have unfolded with alarming and tragic frequency in Punjab. The second incident on December 2nd in Firozpur district took place just 2 days after the wedding shooting, which happened in Ludhiana, a small sample of gangland exploits that have given Punjab a wild west air of late. And as the state stares down the barrel of gun violence, poised to have their finger on the trigger, answering bullet for bullet, Punjab ends up paying the price. But very often the common Punjabi that bleeds. In the last couple of months, at least 15 people have been shot dead in the state, 8 of them in Nov alone. So the New Year seems to herald a continuation of the same story. On Jan 4, it was another wedding and another killing, as an Sarpanch was shot dead by 2 armed assailants in Amritsar moments after the groom and bride had left the venue. The tall in recent months includes AAP leaders, a kabaddi player, and RSS activists, businessmen, and innocent bystanders. CM who faces elections next year has warned that criminals will be dealt with strongly, but gangland crime seems to have taken on the form of a mythical monster growing more menacing with every drop of blood it spills. For many, it all brings back memories of the dark day of militancy in Punjab in 1980s, 90s. Experts and cops says multiple factors are behind the spurt in gang violence, which means the search for solution is that much more complicated. Jobless trigger. The professor of eminence at Guru Nanak Dev University says, no one-line explanation for what Punjab is going through. This is a very complex problem. A socio-cultural and economic crisis is at play in Punjab. Lumpian elements are indulging in sporadic killings and gangsters in targeted killings. For Guman, unemployment is the standout factor. There is an economic crisis. There is no employment in agriculture, while non-agricultural sectors don't meet the aspirations of the youth of Punjab. Jobless youth don't have much to keep them meaningfully busy, so they take to such acts. Body counts. But those are not the only triggers. Gun violence is a fallout of gun culture shown in Punjab films and songs. In fact, third counts for 2% of India's population. Punjab has around 10% of the country's arms licenses. That is 4.4 lakh registered weapons in the hands of 3.5 lakh civilians. Women added that gang violence also thrives because many politicians implicitly or explicitly gave patronage to such elements. Overall, the youth are caught in a vicious cycles. Neither NRIs nor entrepreneurs from other states want to come to Punjab. These are pointing out how the law and order situation may be putting off investors, and that directly leads to lack of job opportunities. It is this vacuum in which gangs operate and grow. So youth take to drugs and then to crime. Youngsters begin to think that they can make rupees 5 to 7,000 by supplying 10 to 200 grams of heroin. Why should they work for the entire month in a proper job? And when they go to jail, they make more connections. They go in as peddlers and come out as hardened criminals. Jails serve as training grounds for them, said Ravinder Singh Sandhu, a former professor of society at Guru Nanak Dev University. Sandhu pointed out to the need for a course correction. Inequality is on rise and the model of development is not employment oriented. He said, adding that Punjab's youth have been gripped by a sense of disillusionment. Thank you very much.